It's trials for Leyton Orient's Next Star.
It's basically a series of rounds which go through, show your ability, show your athletic ability as well.
It consists of 4 different stages, this being the first.
And one person signs a contract with Orient, so it's a really good opportunity.
The next stage is held at their training ground, stage after that is held at their ground, and then the final stage is a week's trial with Leyton Orient, which should be good for the players that do make it.
All the speed tests, we've got a system of our own get signed up system where we give them a mark and a rating, and all the technical stuff, our coaches give them a mark as well. We basically set up our workstations where we can look at every aspect of their game. We're looking at, aerial control, we're looking at technical ability, we're looking at their finishing, their defending. So they get graded on all this sort of stuff. We go back, we look at it, we put it into our computers, and we've got a mark that if they finish above, then obviously they progress.
Using the athletic technology, basically, you've got your sprinting.
Quick feet ability, so in and out of cones as quick as you can.
And see how much power you've got on your legs on your jump.
Obviously, as a pro footballer, you need to have athletic ability and also technical ability to go with it.
It is a trial for all of us. I mean, we're going to give it a go this year, and I'm sure we're going to find them a player because we've been successful so far in the short time we've been going, and then we'll sit around the table and hopefully do it again next year.
Football's evolved. It's not just about turning up on a Saturday at 3 o'clock and playing your games. They want to know everything about your body, your outputs, your inputs. This drill here you can see measures their times over 5, 10 and 25 metres. If they've got a burst of pace in the final third, it might make a big difference to them pushing on in the game. Because you'll see today, every child, every player has got different running styles, some good, some not so good. But it allows us to look at it and say, we could help you with that and improve that and maybe knock a couple of those milliseconds off. It is a real bonus for these lads because none of these would have seen this at grassroots level. They wouldn't have seen none of this equipment, but it's realistic to what we have at pro level.
It just gives them a little bit of belief, doesn't it? They're still dreaming, they still want to do it, and the thing is, it's real.
It's to give players the opportunity to show something that they might not have been able to show in front of the scouts that have turned up on a Sunday. We all know about nerves and things. When you hear that a scout's coming to watch you play or you're on a trial, you're under pressure automatically. You've got to relax and enjoy your game. If you're not enjoying it, then there's pointless being there in the first place.
It's a bit difficult these days now that they're getting a lot of foreign players from other countries, but I think now that England's starting to give other people, like the young ones from England, a chance now, yeah. There's a lot of companies out there trying to get young people into the games.
For me personally, it's just being a professional footballer. It's something I've dreamed about since I was about 5 years old.
It's so hard, like we've got all these talents coming all over from the world. I suppose it's what everybody's dream to go and get to the highest level they can, and that's what I'm here to do, try and get professional football.
There's obviously thousands of boys out there, and it takes a lot of hard work.
I never think it's too late to make it anyway, even though I started late, so I think I've got a pretty good chance of making it.
If you're not 100% dedicated, then you're not going to progress anywhere.
I mean the world. Football's my life. I've been let go by academies throughout my career.
All they say, they want experienced players, and they've got to be willing to give us a chance, give us a bit of experience under our belt. Say, let's see if he can make it, put him into the side. If he can't, then fair play.
To win this would mean a lot because obviously I want to be a pro footballer, and this is a great opportunity to do that.
I hope my chances are quite good. We'll have to see in the upcoming weeks.
It means the world to me because I've been playing football since I could walk, basically. So to get through to this, and it'd be my whole world, mean everything.
I don't know what other motives people have, but that's personally my motive is to do something I love every single day of my life.
Oh, it would be a great honour. That's all I want to do, just play football, every day, week in, week out, make a living out of it if we could.
I think a lot of people do struggle with confidence when you play in your own Sunday leagues and you're only playing against the standard that you can play against. It's seeing what else is out there from other parts of the country, etc.
Welcome to the first trial game of the second round of Leyton Orient. Search for a staff.
Gary Russell, Justin Tawamba, Jack Stevens, Jack Jordan,
Danny Gugliani, Ryan Cotton, Michael Warriors,
Johnny Butler,
Diego Bryan,
Tina Russ, Leon Norton, Jeremy Bernot,
Bradley Gayos,
Trey McKenzie,
Rohan Francis, Don Phillips,
Jordan Robertson,
Josh Sogas, Kai Ashley, Dan Hobbs, Kurt Jarman, Peter Wedgeworth,
Michael Edward,
Liam Corbett,
Mackie Amber,
Abu,
Jonathan Edward.
Don't think, oh, I've only got 5 or 10 minutes to impress the scouts and coaches. You haven't, because at the very least you're going to get is 90 minutes of football, probably more today. And if you don't give the ball away in that time, then we'll be impressed with you.
We held trials around the country, Manchester, Sheffield, Birmingham and London. We've got a scoring system where the boys have to meet a required mark to get through to the second round, which you see going on behind me now. We've got 5 second round matches where there's 33 lads. We're playing 45 minutes, so every player's getting to play 90, gives us a good idea. We've seen them play some small-sided games and we've looked at their technical ability, but in this situation we see them play 4 11-a-side games and we get a better idea of how they will cope. The standard is always mixed ability. You know, there's a lot of boys who come and you can tell straight away that they've got something about them.
It feels good because obviously I believe in my ability anyway, so I was expecting to get as far as I can, but to be in a game means I can show more of what I can do. I
was over the moon and then I was very nervous coming here today, but once I've settled down and play, I'm enjoying it a lot.
I was really happy when I passed. After I passed, I just made sure I continued to work even harder now.
About maybe a week or so after, I got an email through and I was delighted.
Every coach has got their own ideas. I mean, I like to see players that are aware of what's going on around them, who play the ball very simple. They need the full package. They need to have pace, they need to have technical ability, and they need to have a football brain as well.
You think about it, you're not actually that far away from becoming a pro if you're going through this, so I'm quite excited.
I suppose it's what every boy's dream, to go and get to the highest level they can, and that's what I'm here to do.
Honestly, I'm not nervous at all, because obviously I have ability. I know I've got ability, and obviously I'll get the ball and I'll play. I'll just play like I'm playing here, really.
Being this close slightly feels like a dream, really.
We're picking the lads out. We've got a game in April, depending on how Orient do, see if they get in the playoffs. It'll be the same format, there'll be 33 players. They'll get 90 minutes football. It gives the Orient staff another opportunity to look at them so they can pick the final. You know, it could be sort of 4 winners. They're going to pick 3 to 4 boys to train with them next week, and then out of that, they'll offer obviously the contracts from now. I'm sure you can understand it's difficult from them to see you play. I've probably seen you play twice now, to say, yeah, this is the player we want to sign for the year's contract. So they're going to, like I say, get you in training, look at you over a 2-day period, and then they're going to offer a minimum of 1 like they have promised. It could be all 4, we don't know. It's just going to literally be down to them.
So, I mean, you might feel like you didn't do yourself justice today, but you might have done something good in their eyes, you don't really know. It's not about banging 3 or 4 goals in and things like that. It's a game understanding, as I've always said to you, they're looking for.
And again, it's opinions. I mean, me and Mark obviously have been talking throughout both games. I've got to say, when you get up in the stands here, it's a completely different game altogether. Cheers boys, well done. Cheers. I hope you enjoyed it anyway.
Got through the first trial, which was at the back on the Astro behind Leyton Orient Stadium, and come over here, played 90 minutes for the game and done as well as I could for me effing. So hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, what they're going to do is they discussed and they picked 3 or 4 players who are going to go down and train with Leyton Orient, and then obviously the ones that they think they want to keep there, they're going to obviously sign them at minimum like a scholarship or something like that.
And when you play full 90 minutes, you just got to give it your all. You can't hold nothing back. You just got to go for it and just think, I am capable. I can do this. So yeah, I'd say try your hardest and just put everything into it you've got.
We've had the sort of final, as it were, today, and the Orient staff have been up there assessing the players. They're looking to pick 3 or 4 to train with them next week, and we're going to finalise them details today. Well, we had 2 80-minute games. We had one for the lads that are looking for a scholarship deal next year. That'll be the sort of the school leavers or the 16-year-olds, and then we had a game for the players slightly older. That are looking for the pro deal. I thought they picked out players in both games that they thought had done very well. The key thing is, I think for them and for me, it will be when they go in and play against players that are already in that sort of level of football. So will they be able to compete at that level? Will they, will they shine at that level? I mean, it's been done in the past, and hopefully, we can do it again.
Oh, it'd be a great honour. That's all I want to do, just play football every day, week in, week out, make a living out of it if I could.